Nothing special about them. Oh, she's pretty. Don't throw them in because you're bruising.
Like the sound they make when they hit you.
You can be digging like up to here. Like this is a red potato still. So you can be digging up to here.
Alright. Pull some of the skin off.
Alright. Those are good for potato salad.
Yes, I know. Red potatoes are. I've seen that that's a thing. And then I'll get the fork and I'll dig it off.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it all adds up after a while. I mean, especially you're gonna make those mashed potatoes. That's the secret.
Yeah.
Like you don't say that.
Make homemade fries tonight.
Well, we did it, I do.
So this is what we harvested out of just the bed here. And I separated them in two different containers. The orange bucket is from seed potatoes that I got from a local nursery. And those are Yukon Gold. And in the blue bucket is from a seed company I ordered online. They're Yukon Gold and Chieftain Red. And I have probably 3 or 4 times that still planted around the garden in various places. So that's just the beginning of the potato harvest. They were planted first, so they were ready first. And there's still Kennebec in the garden here to the right, but they aren't ready yet for a few more weeks. So we'll bring those in and weigh them. The red really outperformed the Yukon Gold in the blue bucket. So I was really surprised at that because they did fantastic. So I'm anxious to see what the scales say. So we're very pleased with that. Bring them inside and we'll get them all weighed. At the very left here at the end of the bed is celery, and I just cut it all back again because I still get hollow celery stalks. So I've cut it completely back, and it's not a watering problem because I've been diligent about watering it, and it's been so wet that mushrooms are even growing there. So it must be a nutrient deficiency. So I just gave it a really good healthy dose of all-purpose organic fertilizer, and hopefully it grows back this time with good healthy stalks. And right beside it is a bunch of weeds. A good month ago, I think I planted beets here and hardly any of them germinated. I guess it was too hot. So I'm going to try another seeding for the fall. I don't really need beets, like just regular beets to can, but I thought I would try pickled beets this time. And then I have to harvest a whole bunch of Swiss chard. So it's nice and cool today, and it's supposed to rain cats and dogs, so I figured this was the perfect time to get some seeds in the garden. When you're having a bad pain day, but heavy work needs to be done, you bring the weeds to you, and it works like a charm. I did it all over there, and I saved myself a lot of back-breaking work. This hoe must be, I don't know, 50 years old, and it's the best hoe I've ever had. It's a wee bit different shape than I've seen other hoes, and I don't know if that makes a difference, but it works really well. There. Yeah, just bring the weeds to me. Then I make a pile on the fabric, and a little fairy comes along and picks up all my mess. The fairy is Frank. He's very good about coming along and picking up my messes. Well, I thought I had the camera on and I didn't, but I was just telling you that whenever I go to plant a new seed set, I always water the garden, the earth first to get it damp, but I always do like a round of fish emulsion on the dirt before I plant another set of seeds. I don't know if it helps or not. I'm going to water the soil anyway, and I feel it gives it just a little boost. Normally I would add more fertilizer or amend the soil when it's something new again, but it's just beets, and it's not a big deal if they don't give me a lot because we have plenty of canned beets already. These will just be a bonus because it's for pickles if they turn out. So now I got to get my seeds and get down on the ground. I can't find my little pokey hole maker thing, so I'm just gonna, or I'm not gonna. Okay, maybe that works. My finger. Oh, I thought that would work. Let's see if it makes a mark. Yeah, good enough. I can see that. I'm doing 9 per square foot. I'm just going to plant the Detroit red. These ones are from Baker Creek. They're from last year. I'm sure they're still plenty good. And when I plant seed, whether it's a brand new package or last year's, I always put 2 seeds in a hole to make sure I get germination. And especially when they are from last year, I will put 2 seeds. And carrots and things like that, when the seed's so tiny, it's always so hard to tell anyway. But I'd rather put more than less, and then I can thin out, even though it kills me to tear out a plant that's growing. You have that problem, even when I'm growing the starts in the house, when more than one thing germinates in the little cells, and I have to take one out. Oh, I don't want to kill any little plant. I love this method. It goes so fast and organized, and I know exactly where everything is. So I'll fill up this whole area with beets. I might try some of the golden beets. I don't know. I never have success with them, and I don't know why, but I find they never grow as big. I only get like little beets out of it. So I don't know if I'll use them. I think I still have plenty of the other ones, and I think I'll go with what grows best. It's starting to rain, so before it does, I want to get some herbs in the house to put in the hydrator. They're getting smothered by some marigolds. So I'm going to have to cut these marigolds back just after I sit. I don't like having to cut a plant back, but it's literally growing over everything. So I have a bunch of thyme here. Take some of that. I have thyme and lemon thyme, so I don't want to mix it up. Oh my gosh. This is one marigold that I grew from seed, saved seed from last year. It's huge. Oh. See, there's parsley and basil back here that I couldn't even see. And amongst the weeds, there's thyme and lemon thyme that's flowered, but I'll get a bit of it anyway. I'll pick and choose the good ones when I get in the house. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had oregano too. See, my garden cleanup fairy, even in the rain. And after we work so hard, we get to play and harvest. These are hot peppers that I'm growing for a friend because we don't do hot. Yes, I let him go too long. Oops. Whoa. Look at the size of him. It's like a banana. These are called Mad Hatter peppers. Oops. Squash in there. And the plants are full of them. I grew them because of the shape of them. They're just snacking peppers, and they're supposed to turn like red, yellow, and different colors. So I'm leaving them all on. I have 4 plants, and I can't wait. Sometimes I grow peppers just because they're fun and pretty. I'll give it a try. It's good just like that. They're just snacking ones. It's really good. So I can hardly wait till they start turning colors. They'll be like little Christmas ornaments on a tree. The forever giving pepperoncinis, these Italian little peppers. The Mad Hatters are way better. And I have 4 of these. On the package, it shows them as yellow, so I thought I'd leave some on the plant to see if they'll turn yellow, and they're not. They go like brown, and then they get soft, so now I'm picking them as green because then they seem to go soft, so Frank did a big picking of these yesterday, so there isn't too many. See, the ones I've left, hoping they'd go, they're just soft and mushy. So that's a waste, but I was hoping they'd turn yellow, and then maybe if they were yellow, they'd give off a lot more flavor. And on that side there, those are all Advarskis, and the plants are loaded with green ones, and none of them have turned yet. Like some plants have like 8, 9, 10 on them, and this little one here at the very bottom, sorry for the squeaky tripod, is starting to turn red. My absolute favorite peppers. I love roasting them. I can them even with garlic and olive oil. Absolutely, hands down, my favorite pepper. These are Frank's favorite. These are Cubanelles. He picked a bunch yesterday too. Guess I have to tie this one up. So there's not really any for, well, he's a good size. They don't get too big. He picked a bunch yesterday, but they're doing really well too. I've had to tie most of them up with stakes because the plants are getting so heavy with fruit, which is wonderful. So they're doing awesome as well. This is my one and only banana pepper. I had banana pepper and 2 sweet bananas, and the skunk destroyed them. Now, I hope I don't confuse these with those hot peppers, but I'll keep them separate in the basket. They're a bit lighter of a color, so we're going to do a stir fry tonight, so this is perfect. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Look at that. And then there's more hot peppers over there. So this friend I'm growing the hot peppers for, last week they came and picked up a whole bunch because these plants are doing awesome. I'll try and find the name for you. And she texted me and she said her husband made the hottest salsa. She can't believe it. She can't even try it. It's so spicy. So I'm glad they're getting use out of them. I'm happy to grow them. Like I said, I love growing peppers, so holy moly, that's a lot of hot peppers all on that side. See all these beautiful flowers on my squash plants? This one's a sugar pie pumpkin. And even behind me, the other squash is a spaghetti squash. For weeks, I've only had male flowers. Every day I come out to hand pollinate, and they're just male flowers everywhere. I don't know if the season has passed for females, but I love the flowers, but no females for weeks. They're very pretty, though. I do enjoy looking at them. This is a new kind of cucumber for me. I keep trying to give you guys the name, and I forget to do it. All I know is they're a burpless variety. They've been very prolific, and we've been enjoying them. Ooh, look at this guy. We've been enjoying them very, very much. Wow. He's not ready. I have some market more over there, but none of my plants look very healthy this year. I put them in a new spot, and I fertilized them a couple of days ago, so I don't know. I don't want them to die because they're doing so well, and we love cucumber. Well, that's it for today. It's getting windy and the storm's about to roll in. And I think I did a really nice basket there. I don't like that. I haven't been out to the garden for several days, which is very unlike me. So we're gonna go around and see what we can find. I really missed it and I can't wait to get my hands in here. Look at the pretty flowers. My poor winter squashes. The fruits are still doing fine. It's just the vines that look pathetic. But all the fruits are still healthy, so I'm just letting them go. I'm gonna go down at the end and check on the cucumbers. The only tomatoes that still seem really ripe are the Juliet cherry tomatoes. A few other tomatoes are blushing, but nothing significant. I guess I'm gonna have them all come at once, which for canning is great, but when you're dying for a BLT and some delicious homegrown, slicers. I know it's really hard to see because of the sun and the shadow, but at the very bottom of that pepper plant, there's an Advarsky pepper that's starting to turn red. So if one is starting, that means soon the others will follow. Sorry, and the plants are loaded with pepper, so if one is starting, they all will start soon, and I'm so excited. Oh, I couldn't be happier with that. Three kinds of peppers, 3 kinds of tomatoes, 4 kinds of beans, and a beautiful bounty. That's just wonderful. And it's hot. I was just standing here getting ready to say goodbye to you, and I noticed a whole bunch of Japanese beetles here, but there's as many Japanese beetles as there are bees, and I don't want to disturb the bees. And I thought I was over the Japanese beetle phase. I thought the season was past for them. Plus, I had made an organic spray that I found on the internet this year that I found very effective. I had to repeat it a couple of times, obviously, but I found it very effective. But I thought was done with them all, but there's quite a few there enjoying the zinnia, so I'm gonna have to come back out with that. But I don't want to disturb the bees right now. So that's the first half of August. It's sad that the summer is going by so quickly, but there's still lots and lots to do in the garden. There's still tons to harvest in the garden. We've barely just begun. It's sad that some things are already over, but that's the way it goes. And there's still always something to do. There's certain things I'm doing for a fall crop that I've never done before, so that'll be fun to see if it works. And I guess that's it. Some things look kind of messy, and some things you lose your enthusiasm for some things after a while. And right now my focus is a lot in the kitchen, so I'm kind of torn between maintenance out here and doing things in the kitchen. So we're trying to divide the time, and I'm almost looking forward to a wee bit cooler weather. So anyways, as always, I appreciate so much that you guys take the time to spend time with me. And until we're together again, take care.